What is significant to note here is that how long will the Congress High Command wait? If they deny DK Shivakumar the opportunity to go ahead and become the Chief Minister, what's the message that it sends across? Afrin, you've been talking to a lot of loyalists of DK Shivakumar. You spoke to Iqbal Hussain, various other people. They've been mounting pressure. And it's also important for the Congress High Command to ensure that they send a message to all loyal Congress workers that your loyalty will be rewarded because DK Shivakumar has waited for a significant time now.
Well, absolutely. Even during the earlier breakfast meeting, Harish, DK Shivakumar had said that, previously the High Command asked me to wait for a minister's post, and I did, and I'm going to do that as well. And when I spoke to various MLAs of the DK's camp, they've also been, highlighting that DK Shivakumar has been a very, very loyal Congress party worker, and he needs to get the reward that he's, for his loyalty towards the Gandhi family, towards the Congress party. Now, that's something that they are, adamant on, that he gets his reward. On the other hand, they've also been telling that, we know that Siddaramaiah is somebody who has jumped boats. He's come from the JDS to the Congress. So the image that DK Shivakumar has is that he's been with the party from the beginning until now. He's not jumped boats. He's not gone to any other party. So that is something that, the High Command needs to take in consideration, because what message would they send if they don't let their loyal party worker get the reward for his loyalty?
Absolutely. Not just that, let's not forget what's happened in Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan. Rajasthan, similar situation. Ashok Gehlot, a strong senior leader, Sachin Pilot, who was heading the organization, who's worked for the party, close to the Gandhi families, but he was denied that CM seat. But the situation is slightly different in Karnataka because DK Shivakumar has made more sacrifices than Sachin Pilot. And Siddaramaiah is somebody who's joined the Congress much, much later in his political career. He joined the party only in 2006, but he's also a mass leader. But what is the message that they want to send to various other leaders who are working in various party units in various states? And that is something that the Gandhis will have to decide. At the same time, remember, DK Shivakumar is also the leader for the future for the Congress party. We've already seen Siddaramaiah making it very clear that he perhaps might not contest or contest in 2028 assembly election, which means it's an electoral retirement of sorts for the Chief Minister. Although he said that multiple times that there is pressure on him to contest, but how long can he go ahead? And wouldn't the party want to have a second rung of leadership taking over and be ready when 2028 assembly election happens and the 2029 Lok Sabha election happens in a crucial state like Karnataka, where the Congress still is strong when you compare it to various other states. And that is the matter that the Congress High Command has to decide. And that's something significantly. Even DK Shivakumar has been telling people close to Siddaramaiah as well. In that meeting that he had with Satish Jarkioli, he made it very clear that yes, Siddaramaiah has the appeal among Ahinda voters, the backward classes, SCs, STs, Dalits and the minority. But it's time that the Congress High Command ensures that there is a plan to ensure that they consolidate, even if there is a situation where Siddaramaiah.
All right, more live visuals that we're getting right now. These are the live visuals from inside this breakfast meet that is happening 2.0 inside DK Shivakumar's residence right now. Well, these are the live visuals that we've been getting. We've been tracking all of the developments closely. It remains to be seen what the psychological impact of all that is going on within the party and within the ranks of the party, what sort of an impact that's going to have on the Congress base there. Now to that, Afrin, let me just come to you to discuss the same point. We are seeing this uncertainty. It's pretty much playing out between the two, and the Congress High Command has pretty much absolved itself, at least for the time being, saying that this is a united front that you need to project and we will take care of the rest, and after consultations, a decision may be taken. That being said, what sort of a psychological impact do you think this is going to have on the Congress base there? All right, Harish, if you can hear me.
Yes, in fact, various aspects that will play out now. Before I come to that question, one aspect that we have to highlight now is what happens in terms of the communication between these two leaders and the High Command. Remember, KC Venugopal had this conversation last week with both these leaders, after which they have, in a way, the communication channels between both these leaders opened up, and then that breakfast meeting happened at the Chief Minister's house, and then this meeting today. But more importantly, at what point in time would the High Command want to intervene? Because let's not forget that DK Shivakumar is also not somebody who perhaps will keep waiting forever. There will come a time when he will perhaps want to meet the Congress High Command. Will the Congress High Command accept, make that time, and how will they convince him? If they are now looking at buying more time, what is the assurance that they will give him? If there is assurance given, will DK Shivakumar be confident about that assurance being implemented, given the fact that the assurance given in 2023 of a power sharing is not being implemented now? The Congress High Command perhaps is in a fix now. They're not able to implement it now. So can he take one more assurance? At the same time, let me quickly go across to Afreen.
All right,
Afreen,
we're also getting
We're
also getting this video from inside DK Shivakumar's residence there. There you can see both seated on the table, meeting for the second breakfast meet. All is well in the Congress. That is the message that they are trying to project out there, even after that war of words that played out on X, where they spoke of broken promises and not walking the talk. There you have the two of them peacefully sitting together having breakfast. Really though, if there's any breakthrough or not, at this point it does not seem likely. Harish, let me just come to you. So these are the live visuals that we're getting from inside the residence of DK Shivakumar as well. This breakfast conversation, not much of a conversation that we can see happening right now. Now, Harish, when we were talking about the psychological impact this will have, if really push comes to shove, among the Congress High Command, what do you think is the consensus?
Well, perhaps everyone involved in this decision-making process from the Congress High Command understands two things. One, DK Shivakumar has done a lot to the party. Second, let's not forget, carrying on an election and winning that election takes money, and that money has been pumped in by DK Shivakumar during the 2023 Lok Sabha election, 2023 Assembly election. He's also a crucial fundraiser for the Congress party at the national level as well. And his contribution over the past few decades has been significant for the Congress, not just in Karnataka, in other states as well. Every time they've faced the issue in terms of bringing in a government or a Rajya Sabha election, we've seen that happening in Maharashtra, we've seen that happening with we've seen that happening with Ahmed Patel's election to Rajya Sabha as well. So these are aspects that they can't really deny. And he's also somebody who's close to the Congress High Command, the Gandhis, especially Priyanka Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi. And the Congress now looking at a scenario where perhaps they will have to fight election minus Siddaramaiah, whether it's 2028 or 2029 and beyond that. How do they then prepare the party for that? Because there can't be a vacuum. And the answer is there are leaders like DK Shivakumar, Satish Jaarkiholi and others. And how would they want to now take over this leadership change and ensure that when they face these elections in 28 and 29, there is no vacuum or suddenly the party is not found wanting or struggling in that election. And that is something that they will have to decide. At the same time, the tightrope walk here is that they can't ignore the kind of support Siddaramaiah has across Karnataka. He's a pan-Karnataka leader having the support of the Ahinda community, whether it's the backward classes, the Dalits, the minorities. And how can that vote be kept intact and transferred to the Congress party en masse is something that they'll have to plan. And we've seen this discussion happening, Afreen. DK Shivakumar echoing similar lines when he spoke to Satish Jaarkiholi, but it's going to be a challenge, with many of them making it very clear that they will continue to remain loyal to Siddaramaiah.